So I don't really know how to start this video. I don't really know where it should go or what should happen. It's just kind of I feel like I need to make the video because I feel like it's good to have an explanation. I hate being the kind of person to make excuses. I don't like it when I have to be like, oh, because of this or because of this or because of this is the reason why this happens or something. Like I don't want to blame anybody. I want to blame myself. But I feel like there has to be some type of explanation to go here. So you've probably seen the video title and you know what it's about. And I am terrible at uploading regularly. I am not good at sticking to plans. I hate doing this. I have ADHD, and that is usually the main excuse I'll use for why I don't make videos a lot. That's usually the main one I go to, and I feel like that's a lot of things, but I don't want it to be an excuse as to why I'm not making content. But I feel like it does have a play, and I want to at least mention it. I want to explain in a reasonable way why I'm so inconsistent. So the number one thing is, yeah, I mentioned it, ADHD. I talk about it a lot. It's my main excuse, but it's not like it often affects my ability to stay focused on things rather than my ability to have motivation. So ADHD isn't the only thing. Sorry if this is weird. I get nervous talking about this stuff. I have a few different things going on that make it hard. Number one is YouTube's. I do it for fun, so I do it when I can. I'm a full-time student, so I take time and I go to school and I learn classes. I like to take classes about video editing and stuff, but I have other reasons. Sorry, I've been avoiding it. Along with ADHD, I have depression and anxiety, and it's a terrible subject. If you don't like depressing stuff, you can click away. That makes sense. But I have a really hard time having motivation to do things, not because I don't want to do them. I love building in this world. My depression anxiety often takes the form of self-esteem. I have terrible at self-talk, talking to myself in a nice way. I made a video and I had the whole thing planned out, and it's all about this huge thing I built on the survival world. This is the plan for a city, and I think I'll still make something on it because I like the survival world and I like making videos. It's just hard to get the motivation to do these kind of things. Like, it's like if you wake up in the morning, you don't want to do anything. There's just no like will. I'll wake up and I don't want to wake up. Like I just want to stay in like a coma. It sounds terrible, and it is, except it makes it really hard to I don't have this motivation to do, and it randomly hits. So I'll be in like this mood and I'm building this city, or I'll be doing this other thing because I really, really like to do it. But even if I like to do it, and it's not like burnout where it just happens because I've done it too much, it just randomly hits. Like I'll be working on something and then I won't be able to work on it anymore. That's one thing. I hate excuses. I don't want this to be an excuse, but I think it's important to say that so you know where I am. I want to be clear on why I'm not making stuff and what you can expect from me, because I'm not going to be consistent. I'm sorry. Just to anybody who in the future either wants to know why I'm so inconsistent. If you tell me to do something or I do something, the chances of me getting it done on time are probably like 5%. I procrastinate and I will wait to do things for forever. And I'm trying to get this all figured out recently. But that's another reason I just have a hard time. Sorry if I'm getting nervous talking about this. I hate making the mood depressing. I'll tell a funny joke or something. Which celestial body is the cow's favorite? The moon. Ha. Anyways. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention, and this might be a really short video, is and I don't mention this very often because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, because I have, along with ADHD, I heard someone mention it as, it's kind of spelled this way, I saw someone use this term, ADHD. I'm on the autistic spectrum. So I have a hard time with especially in I've gotten past a lot of, I almost want to say digital social anxiety, which goes along with it, but in real life I have a really hard time looking people in the eyes, or that my brain runs in cycles. I do things in an order. My brain doesn't, I don't like lots of stuff when lots of things are happening around, when there's too much going on. Like I don't like going to things like dances or as things as such, because it makes me nervous. It doesn't happen when I'm on like a computer, because I can't usually see someone's face, or even if I can, it's not like there in front of me. So luckily that doesn't come into play because I'm pretty quiet otherwise. But it makes it hard to break out of cycles sometimes. Like I'll set up a schedule and I'll do the exact same thing at the exact same times every day. So like I say, I wake up and I do something for this amount, X amount of time, and then I do something else for Y amount of time. And I'll do that like consistently, just the way my brain pattern works. I'm trying to figure out how to like change this pattern inside my head of like how things line up or how they like connect to each other. I don't know how to explain it fully, but that's another thing. It makes it hard to find a cycle where I can do the video, if that makes sense. It's hard to find the perfect, and I don't want to find the perfect spot. I'm fine doing it without. I think it also plays into a lot of that anxiety. I could get really nervous whenever I make things, even though I should just make stuff, make garbage, and then make better garbage the next time. There's a Disney animator that said something along the lines of, you have 1,000 bad drawings inside your head, and the faster you get them out, the less likely they are to show up. And I really like that. It's not like I don't want to make this like an apology video or anything. I just want to let people know that if I'm slow on making stuff, that's part of the reason why. This whole video, I had like a good 20-minute, I recorded all the shots. I even made a script for this one because I really like to write. But it didn't feel right. Like there's quality over quantity, yes, but then there's like putting stuff out there, and I just couldn't even like, it's hard to press the upload or the whatever. And it's hard because I really like doing it too. And it's easier when there's someone else counting on it. I think it triggers something in my brain that makes it easier for me to do. I just wanted to let you know, I haven't given up on the thing. I'm not moving slower. It's not just, I didn't want to make up any like around the way kind of things. That's how things are, and I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I'm nervous. This has gotten way better since when I was a kid, because I had it really bad as a kid. OCD, and I know a lot of people think of OCD as like let's say I make a circle or something, and then the circle's uneven in a part, and that's like the stereotype of it. But it's not actually how it usually works. It's more of like certain cycles or thoughts come to my head, and I have to like redirect them. It causes like I'll do things a certain number of times. When I was a kid, I used to scratch a page before I turned it in books when I read them, and it was just like a natural. It causes those kind of things. And this one's not as related to video making because I've gotten past a lot of it, but I want to make it known so that if you see me do something or I'm avoiding something, that's why. I hate certain textures. Like I have a lot of my hand condition that I've mentioned in the past where my hands freeze is because I wash my hands too much. And because a lot of things feel gross to me, like even if it's not necessarily dirty, I'll wash my hands after it. So I since gotten a special soap. On the bright side, my hands are always clean. But anyways, sorry, this isn't the most interesting video in the world, and if you didn't stick around, I don't blame you, but I wanted to make sure that people could know why I do things in an order. If I have this here, then I don't have to say or mention it, as I don't have to worry about mentioning it later. So I'm not taking a break. I never really have. I'm figuring things out. If you have any tips on this kind of stuff, let me know. I'm new to this, so a lot of these things I just found out within like the last year. I just wanted to get it out there so people know. I don't like making the mood depressing, but I thought it's good for people to know about where I'm at in terms of, so no one has to be worried that I've stopped or doing anything. It's like symbolic. Anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you when I feel like it, which should hopefully be soon, but doing things on time isn't my specialty.